Good morning once again, people. It's Charlie and welcome back to another instalment of Bite-Size Leeds on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. You know how it goes, people. All the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. But just before I get into the video properly, please smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And yeah, let's get into it. So first up then, Leeds United look, apparently interested in signing Barcelona wonderkid, Ferran Jutgla. I think that's how you say his name anyway. Apparently Leeds are lining up a bid of £10 million in order to secure this major signing. Now, again, he's a young lad who, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about. But again, whenever I hear that Leeds are linked with a player, I watch clips on YouTube, I read about them, research them. And again, all these players that Leeds get linked with, you can understand why. Good work rate, technically gifted young lad. Now, even though he's young, the fact that Leeds are apparently lining up a bid of 10 million would make me think that this would be a first team signing. You don't spend 10 million as a club like Leeds and then not play them or send them to under-23s. Obviously, Mateo Joseph Fernandez, it's unclear as to how much we've paid for him, but as he's going straight into under-23s, I don't think it'd be a lot. Whereas with this one, you know, £10 million, it's a name that seems to have really come out of nowhere. But again, he looks really good technically, a good player. I've seen his goals on YouTube. He can score a goal or two, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I think he can play on out wide, he can play centrally. I'm not sure if he can play as a centre forward, but definitely centre attacking mid or on the wing, which is good versatility as a forward player, and definitely an area that Leeds could do with strengthening in this window. I was going to say summer then, but anyway, yeah, it would be a good signing, but again, we don't know a lot about him. So is it a risk to spend £10 million on an unknown entity like Ferran Jutgla? Now, he's got a good pedigree, obviously being at Barcelona. I think he's had loan spells in Spain as well. Obviously, we signed Firpo from Barcelona, and a lot of fans will argue that that hasn't worked out yet. I think Firpo has got more to give and he is improving. So hopefully this lad can come in, if it happens, and make an immediate impact, because that is what Leeds need at the moment. So again, hit me up in the comments, guys. Would you take this guy, and is it a risk to spend 10 million quid on him? Moving on to another player that Leeds have been linked with out of nowhere, and it's a really random one. A player called Jed Wallace from Millwall. Another championship player that Leeds have been linked with, which some fans may not like. But Jed Wallace is a good player. We have played against him in the championship. Just because they play in championship does not mean that they're a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. And again, a good work rate. Not as technically gifted as maybe we would want, but it would be depth. Like, let's be real, it would be depth, and that is something that Leeds need, especially in the midfield area. I'm not sure if this would be a loan or permanent. I'm guessing if it's from Championship, it'd be a permanent signing. But yeah, I mean, even though I have just said because he's in Championship, that doesn't make him a bad player. As I said, it's a really random one, and I'm not sure it's a player that Leeds will actually go for. It's a name that I've seen, and obviously, because he's from Millwall, I thought I'd touch upon it. You know, I don't think Leeds would sign a player from Millwall. No disrespect to him, but yeah, I don't see this one happening. Hit me up in the comments again, guys. I mean, would you sign a player from the Championship if he was really good and if he was ready for the Prem? You know, we've been linked with the likes of Swift from Reading. I, for one, would snap him up in a heartbeat, even though he's in Championship. There's Lewis O'Brien from Huddersfield as well, another really good player playing in the Championship. You know, lest we forget, Calvin Phillips was once a Championship player, and have a look at him now. So, you know, these players are good. I just don't think Leeds are going to go for Jed Wallace. And the final thing that I want to touch upon in this instalment of Bite-Size Leeds is the fact that Blackburn Rovers have inquired about signing Summerville on loan. Obviously, they had Ian Poveda, but he did pick up a severe injury, so he's come back to Leeds in order to get treatment for that. So that's why they're after Summerville. Would he benefit from it? Absolutely. To play week in, week out in a league like that would teach him a lot, and it would really improve him as a player. Do I think Leeds are going to let him go? I don't think so, just because of the issues that we're having with injuries. I feel like if Leeds had a fully fit team and he wasn't playing a lot, then yeah, I would send him out on loan. But I feel like if Leeds are going to get rid of these players that are kind of helping us out at a minute because of the lack of depth, it's just going to make our depth even worse. I don't see us letting him go, but at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if he did go. I think he'd benefit hugely from it, and it would be a great move for him to a good side in Championship this season as well, aren't they? So yeah, personally I don't see him going, but as I said, it really wouldn't surprise me at the minute. So then, that brings us to the end of this morning's instalment of Bite-Size Leeds. If you've enjoyed it, please smash a like on the video and hit the subscribe button as well. Again, I do keep saying, but we're so close to hitting 1,000 subs, guys. If you've not subscribed, but you watch all of the time, please hit that subscribe button. It's free and it'll really help me out as well. As I've said a few times, hit me up in the comment section with all your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for the next instalment, people. Thanks for watching.